This week I realized I do not have a lot of time left to prep for my second chance to table at the world's biggest animation convention. So join me for a week in my little studio corner of creating products, some of which I've never actually tackled before, and to see if I can get my table to a point where I'm truly happy with it in just 1 week, while also doing it in a healthy and gentle way. How is it September already? Meaning I have a whopping 7 days left until everything needs to be done for my Lightbox table this year and sent out for printing. Luckily, we're not starting from scratch here. I tabled last year and I still have many leftover prints that I can always use this year. I'm still very happy with a lot of them. They show my time in Japan. They show who I was when I really was redeveloping and refining my love for painting and watercolors again last year. But I do know, and I feel like this is true for all artists, not just me, we tend to have very high expectations for ourselves. And a part of me really wants my table to be new and full of fresh art that feels like me today and not like last year. So I want to do new things. So yes, the stress I'm putting myself here is completely optional, like so often in life. But yeah, we don't have a lot of time and we have a lot of goals. A lot of them I've never ever actually tackled before in my art career. So yeah, let's jump right into it. When making these videos and recording my process, I'm never sure if I should just skip over the part of me doing my daily warm-ups, but they're such a crucial part of my creative process at this point. They obviously warm me up, they get me excited to create, and also if all else fails in this day, at least I've created one thing from my heart purely for enjoyment. Now that I finished this hour of little watercolor sketches for no reason, I feel like I've already accomplished so much with this day. It just kind of takes the pressure away and it gets me warmed up for getting into my actual projects for the day. That has been such a recipe for consistent joy and success in my creative process. So the first thing I want to tackle for Lightbox this week is I've always dreamed of making stickers someday. Last year that was on my list already and the deadline just came up and it just flew by and I just ran out of time and I never actually managed to even attempt making stickers. And the reason was I had this vision of doing these cute, very simple, very funny, very quirky little stickers and being funny on command, being quirky on command. I just can't do it. This year I was starting to make the same mistake that I was waiting for this amazing idea to hit me, and I realized that if I just keep waiting again, then the deadline is just going to pass again. So with that in mind, I let go of the idea of doing funny stickers and did something that just feels more close to home, which is I guess more wholesome stickers. I've already finished one in Austria that I am quite happy with. It's kind of this ode to my art community and their struggles with AI. If you've seen my last video or any other video that I made about the AI topic, you know that me and many other artists are not particularly a fan. And I would just like to make a little sticker, a little piece of art that serves as a little reminder in these scary times for other fellow artists to not give up on themselves, to not give up hope. It helps that I already finished one that I'm quite happy with. I did another big sheet of stickers, but I've been kind of stuck on those. If I look at them now, I tried cleaning one up and it kind of lost its movement. It became kind of generic. I want these all to be kind of fall themed, so that was kind of the color scheme and idea that I had in mind, and all kind of art versus AI art themed and very love for nature themed and stuff. And I do like them, but I think I just lost something while cleaning them up. So I think my problem is if I'm trying to finish an entire sheet of stickers, I'm thinking in like, oh, I need to finish one after another, just kind of in a very production mindset rather than really loving and pouring all my joy into this one sticker without thinking about the 5 other ones that I want to finish afterwards. So I'm gonna ditch the sticker sheet idea for now. I'm gonna just try to clean up the one I'm most happy with here, and maybe that'll just be one single sticker. Maybe I'll motivate after that and I'll keep going. Embrace the intuitiveness of art making. I finished the line work. I need to adjust the thickness a little bit on some parts here to make it a little clearer. But then I think I can jump into color. And color-wise, I think I'm gonna stick close to the sketch I did as well. I'm trying to keep the level of looseness and cleanness of the sticker that I already finished. So I'm trying to merge those two. As I was drawing, I came up with a little title that I could write around that would match this sticker, which would be maybe something like, "You have ideas inside that no one else can generate." I've been really loving how naturally what I draw and paint is influenced by my environment, and especially the season I am in. It won't even be a conscious choice, but as the leaves outside change and the weather gets more and more cozy, the colors and subjects of what I paint will automatically shift into a more fall-like mood. It's just another reminder of how important it is as an artist to leave our desks every once in a while and go outside and take in the scents and nature and the beauty and the plants all around us. Because even if you don't feel it at the moment, your subconscious is feeling the world around you as well. And that is going to be what inspires you the next time you sit down to paint. My little sticker is done. I'm quite happy with it. I caught myself immediately once I finished being like, okay, what am I gonna do next? But I'm gonna enjoy for a while that I finished a sticker that I'm happy with. As always, I need to make sure that I don't fall into the quantity mindset and try to stay in the quality mindset. I'm just gonna spend the rest of the evening doing some emails, some tech stuff, some boring stuff, and no Lightbox stuff, so that tomorrow I can start with a fresh mind and fresh motivation. I'm excited to see what sparks joy tomorrow, what I feel like doing tomorrow. See you guys then. Good morning. Today feels especially like fall. I woke up and it was so foggy. It's a full moon these days, and I didn't sleep very well because of it, but I woke up and still felt so excited about life. It's so great, and fall's just my favorite season. It's so lovely, especially September. I can totally feel that now is the time where all visual development artists of the world hide in their little caves and just paint all winter. Yesterday was Monday night, meaning I have my weekly check-in call with my sister in Salt Lake City, who is going to be tabling Lightbox with me, and it was a really productive call. She has access to a library where she can print stickers and posters for free, which is crazy. That would not be possible in LA. But yesterday she happened to go to the library, so she printed my stickers yesterday evening, so I finished drawing them and they were printed on the same day and they look really great. I'm really excited for that already. The first thing is checked off my list for my Lightbox table. Today, I'm gonna use this foggy, beautiful day to hunker down and format a zine. I've never sold zines at Lightbox before. That's another thing that I wanted to do last year, and it just kind of fell off the wagon in the end. I've made a comic in May 2024. The comic, again, is a little love letter to this art community of ours and their struggles with AI, and I still feel very passionate about the things that I've said in that comic. If anything, I feel like they've grown more and more relevant over the years. I'm going to try to format that into a cute little zine so that hopefully I can go and print those on large paper and fold them in Munich this week. Yeah, so let's get started on that. It really took me a hot second to figure out the layout of my little zine, so that in the end I had to finish it the next day. I printed a tiny little test version out and folded it following the instructions I found online, just to make sure the pages really are in the right order before I go and let it be printed on a nice larger paper downtown. In the end it turned out really cute, and I'm glad I didn't rush the process. Now there's another thing that's ready to be printed that I can check off my list this week. Today's another rainy day. I'm taking it kind of slow. I didn't sleep too well. I took a 4 a.m. walk in the fog and it was really magical, but that's why I'm kind of tired today. So I'm giving myself permission to do things slowly. All that is left on my to-do list for this week for prepping for Lightbox is pretty much preparing some business cards maybe, and really organizing all the prints that I will be selling. Need to figure out how big, what format I want them to be in, so that hopefully I can send them all out Monday night the next time I call my sister together with her for printing. I already have a bunch of the ones I want to print selected. It's going to be a lot of life drawings, 1 or 2 visitive pieces for my portfolio update if you've been following along on that. And maybe 1 or 2 sketches for my sketchbooks that I've been liking. If another digital print happens to flow out just for fun this week, that is amazing. I can get that printed too, but I'm not gonna put that on my to-do list. That stuff needs to happen naturally. I can't crank out a beautiful sellable print in just a week. That's kind of not up to me. I feel like the art gods need to be merciful for that. So if that doesn't happen, that's okay too. So I think I'll end the vlog here. If you happen to be at Lightbox this year in October, I'd love for you to come by my sister and my table. We'll be posting about that on Instagram closer to the date. And yeah, I just love to meet you guys. If you happen to go, please let me know in the comments below or on Instagram or wherever. That would be really lovely. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this rainy, gloomy day. Yeah, that's all for now. Bye bye.